What do dreams about an island mean? If you see yourself hanging out in an island in the middle of the South Pacific or in some sort of tropical paradise, you may be thinking that you are having an ideal or fantasy dream. Well, think again. When you see islands in your dream, your subconscious is actually trying to communicate to you very important themes involving isolation, introversion, a sense of personal independence, and a need for solitude. This is enough for a lot of extroverts to feel kind of off, or a lot of people actually get freaked out by this idea. Since they are so drawn to other people and the social scene, how can they have a part of them actively crave some sort of solitude? When you see islands in your dream, the general interpretation is that they can represent feelings of being cut off from others or needing to get away. Too much social stimulation can be a bad thing. Unfortunately, you don't hear it. You don't hear that kind of line all that frequently. All we hear is that we need other people. Islands in your dream can also signify a desire for self-discovery and personal growth. What does it mean to dream of a tropical island? When you dream of a tropical island that is hot, humid, and may even have a rainforest in it, it may suggest a longing for a carefree, relaxing lifestyle that is cut off from the stresses of everyday life. This is escapism, but on one level, but it can also indicate a healthy desire for some sort of distance or emotional cooling period so you can de-stress, relax, find your composure, and get back in. At the very least, it could be a sign that you need to take a break and make more time for leisure activities because these eventually recharge your personal batteries. What does it mean to dream of being stranded on an island? Dreaming of being stranded on an island can symbolize feeling alone. You don't want to be there. It's one thing to want to be away from people so you can recharge. In this situation, you are forced to be alone. This is unwanted. This is unwelcome. Not surprisingly, when you see yourself stranded in an island in your dream, it may represent a sense of helplessness or even a tinge of abandonment in your waking life. What this dream is trying to draw your attention to is that there may be difficulties that you are facing, that you feel isolated. It seems that the people around you, as much as they mean well and as much as they try to help you, really can't understand you, and that's why you feel more isolated. You simply just want people to understand, and it seems that there is some issue. There's some sort of wall, and they can't see the situation from your perspective. What does it mean to dream of an island with palm trees? Palm trees on an island in a dream can represent peace, tranquility, and a laid-back attitude. Your subconscious is projecting when it does this. It's telling you that maybe you're spending too much of your emotional and mental resources hanging on. Try to milk every situation, try to read yourself into a situation and trying, hope against hope, to take control. Maybe by taking a step back, drawing a deep breath, and just allowing yourself to relax, things will fall into place. As the old saying goes, a watched pot never boils. So if there's an area in your life that you are just on 24 hours and you're just completely obsessing over it, you might want to relax a little bit. Let it go. I'm not saying you should forget about it. I'm not saying that you should be irresponsible, but relax a little bit. try not to stress too much about it and let it play out. And you'd be surprised as to how much better off you would be. What does it mean to dream of an island with a volcano? And an island with a volcano in a dream can signify inner turmoil. The interesting thing about this type of dream imagery is that when you interpret this dream for people who had this vision, they will tell you that everything seems to be going fine. Where's the volcano? Where's the tension? Where's the conflict? In reality, they're suffering from some sort of learned blindness. For whatever reason, they do not want to admit that their relationships are not as healthy as they imagined. For whatever reason, they don't realize that their career actually is about to end. Now, does this mean that these people are simply living in delusion? That's a possibility, and a very real one at that. But this is also a form of learned blindness, because you tend to just focus on one part of the picture and you place all your confidence there, that it gives you a false sense of comfort. It gives you a false sense of confidence and identity. So do yourself a big favor. If you dream of an island with a volcano, this is your cue to take a long, hard look at your life. Be as honest as you can. Be brutally honest. And this is not an exercise in beating yourself up or being your own worst critic. No. In fact, you're doing yourself a big favor, because it's much better to see things breaking up now when you have an opportunity to fix things or avoid problems than to just continue to be blind and be the only person surprised when things finally fall apart. Just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying this video, please click the like button and hit subscribe. Please be sure to click the bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our updates. Thanks a lot. Now back to our dream analysis. What does it mean to dream of an island with buried treasure? Dreaming of buried treasure on an island can symbolize hidden talents, resources, or opportunities you have yet to uncover within yourself. Your subconscious is flashing those treasure chests in an island in your mind again and again. Why? Maybe you're too busy. Maybe you're so focused on just getting by day to day that your mental wallet is restricted to basically a few tasks. Now, you're probably doing a good job with those tasks, but keep in mind that there's more to you than earning money. There's more to you than being a cubicle monkey. So do yourself a big favor and look at your talents. Look at what you're interested in and push yourself to see if you have hidden talents, hidden creativity that can help you flourish and feel like a more complete person. Because believe it or not, there's more to you than the person who earns money. There's more to you than the person who brings home the bacon. What does it mean to dream of an island with a castle? An island with a castle in a dream can represent a desire for power, status, or deeper control in your life. In many cases, this is a projection, because people who have this dream do not have status, do not have power, and definitely are suffering from a lack of control. So they project their dream in terms of contrasts. The more majestic the castle, the more powerless and more impotent they feel in their waking lives. This is a very serious dream image, because your subconscious is trying to get your attention and call you to action. That's the bottom line. It's asking you to come clean. Are there areas of your life that make you feel small, powerless, and impotent? Now the question is, once you have honestly answered that query, is what are you going to do about it? And here's where things get interesting. A lot of people who have this type of dream, as imposing and majestic as that castle may be, and as thick as its walls may appear, are actually feeling small. They feel that they really cannot change their situation. So when we look at the context, the image of a castle on an island is really your mind projecting its fantasies instead of actually doing something about areas of your life where you can stand some improvement. It could be your weight. It could be what people say about you. It could be your education level. It could be many things. So do yourself a big favor. Instead of daydreaming, instead of projecting, look at reality straight in the eye and pay close attention to what needs to be done. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to change and fix the problem immediately. But you'd be surprised as to how much impact a 1% improvement can have as long as you are consistent. 1% a week or even 1% a month can translate to big differences, big changes in outcomes. What does it mean to dream of an island with wild animals? If your mental camera in your dream focuses on the animals that are on an island, it indicates that there's an untamed aspect of your personality. This is a part of you that you're not all that proud of. Maybe you're trying to sweep it under the rug or even make excuses for it. It definitely makes you feel a little bit off or even embarrassed. But guess what? This is actually your secret weapon. Because so many people around you are so concerned about being polite that they're really just engaging in passive-aggressive behavior. By letting your hair down and calling things as they are, while at the same time respecting people's feelings, you stand out. You look good in people's eyes. You gain the respect because you are a person that they can go to get the straight truth. You know how refreshing that is? You are a breath of fresh air. So instead of looking at the part of you that just wants to lay it out as some sort of liability or something that you need to apologize for, you might want to refine it, embrace it, and make it an integral part of who you are. What does it mean to dream of an island with a lighthouse? When you see an island with a towering lighthouse, maybe in the center or on the side, this can represent guidance, direction, and illumination in your life. This is a very spiritual dream symbol. Now, you may be thinking that you're not all that spiritual. Maybe you've forgotten all about religion. But the spirituality that I'm talking about has something to do with your ability to live your life based on principles. If you're completely honest with yourself, there are many things that you know you would not do. Doesn't matter how much money somebody offers you. It doesn't matter whether it's a question of life or death. You just don't want to do it. And it's not because you're scared. It's not because you're a coward. It's because you have certain lines you simply would not cross. Now, it doesn't really matter whether these were handed down to you from your parents and their parents before them, or maybe you absorb them passively because you live in a certain corner of the world or you hang with certain social circles. What's important is that you have these fixed lines. And instead of apologizing for it or feeling a little bit conflicted about it, analyze it. Why does it make sense? Why does it ring true to you? And the more you clarify the boundaries of these principles, the higher the chance you will live a life of integrity. In other words, whatever you say, you do. I can't even begin to tell you how rare that is because most of us, in fact, I would even venture to say all of us at some point, are hypocrites. We say one thing and we do another. When you live a life of integrity, people are more likely to trust you because they know that you are the real deal. If you put it out there, if you make a statement, they can expect that you will live up to it and they won't be wrong. Talk about a breath of fresh air. Talk about standing out from the crowd. And this is how you draw others to you. This is how you build up your influence, because you're one in a million. You're few and far between. But it all boils down to having core personal principles. Thank you for watching this video. We appreciate your support. If you haven't done so already, please click the like button and hit subscribe. Please be sure to click the bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our updates. If you have any dreams you'd like us to interpret and analyze, please leave the details in the comments. We read every comment. To support our mission of helping people from all over the world live their best lives by tapping the power of their dreams, please click the share button and share this video on all your social media accounts. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. We'll see you soon in the next one.